I am the Micah. I'm in my lucky hoodie. What I think's my lucky hoodie. We got a haircut. We got a job interview tomorrow. Will we beat this game today? I'm in a much better mood. I worked out today, so I'm less less angsty. I'm gonna be more thoughtful. Actually, spend more time prepping. So we're gonna turn around. Although we saved it right up there yesterday. The farthest tree. First thing I want to do is go back and get Noelle. Because she actually has a useful like support thing. She heals us occasionally, as long as that's what she does. You know, talk to him to change your party now? Wait, do you? Who do we talk to change our party? You followed us here? This is set on another side on the opposite side of the creature without engaging us at all. He then took off again for a short while. I can only imagine they came to collect the red ogre and Bloody Shirley. Damn it, if we weren't so pressed for time, we could have arrested them and brought them in for questioning. I understand how you feel, but there are other priorities. Sally, the standby team was in no position to stop them either. If there's anything Jaegers are as skilled as it, my comment is knowing when and how to retreat. Level 92 Noelle. Wazy really doesn't do anything either. Yeah, so Wild Joker, Cruiser Speed, Osluego. Oh yeah, disable that, so this is what she does. Dance of the Moon, Order News. Speed plus 30 is actually good. Strength and speed plus 50. I think that might should be better. Because we need more turns. And we need to hit it harder. So I think Noelle and Homeboy are the best options. Doodles. So he'll always do that one, she'll always heal. Sick. I wonder if there's any... Ooh. I wonder how quick we could do any grinding. The thing is, we get like max experience for beating Maribel. What if we go in here? Oh, these offer us nothing. Let's see if we can find that chest.
私の番ね。エニグマ、私の番です。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だ。
いや、さてと。
よし。
私の番です。えい。
まずいな。
負けられない。ありがとうございました。
俺の番だ。
私はそこです。さてと。
俺の番だな。ちょろいぜ。
Dang, they get fat experience though. So we gotta get like over there.
Kaかってこい。
さてと。今だ、クロスミラージュ。私の番です。行きます。
さあ。暗いな。
任せて。
よし。やっほー。迎撃完了。みんな先に進もう。
This isn't getting us any experience. This way.
負けられない。よし、上出来だ。やるね。
Can't we give her Venus Bell? I remember thinking about that. Time to cast arts count like 50%. That'd be good for Maria Bell. For the other one, our whole strategy is built around her being slow enough. Tops is, I know you're a bot, but thanks for dropping in the chat. Our whole strategy is built around them being slow enough to if we put this on her and her art, she uses freaking arc. Three, 10. We're off by 1. I don't want to replace this. The buff of being able to cast that spells is bigger than this. Than this plus 12%. Grinding for, yeah, because I don't know if you saw my stream on. Also, what's up, Ethan? Thanks for dropping by. The stream on Saturday was over 9 hours. So apparently, I was very ambitious when I thought I might beat it on Friday. But I got to the final boss. It was This wasn't super late. It was late for me. And
さてえい
俺のバフ
it took me way too long to first off beat Mr. Ogre Man.
よしやっほまだまだいける
And then we beat Arios and we beat Maribel. We got to the final boss and it took me so long to figure out how, because if you just kill the boss, it just resets itself. I thought I was like, okay, do you have to just like kill it until eventually it runs out of its power and then that's that? No, you have to kill it before it spawns its little friends. And to be honest, it took me way too long to figure that out. By the end, I was just so salty. I was like, all right, we're done. This is not the final day. And then yesterday, I just had stuff I wanted to do, so I only streamed for like a couple hours. And now I'm trying to figure out what's the best strategy, because this is the final thing before you go to the final boss, and we're not getting hardly any experience. So is it even worth it grinding? Arius, let me fight you again. He's unconscious, but his pulse is stable and his life isn't in any danger. That was one hell of a fight, man. It didn't even matter that he was outnumbered. Glad Doodles, you weren't even there. One thing I did change is I swapped Wazy and Rishia for these two, because she has a healing support craft, and his has a strength speed buff. I think those would be more useful, because like Wazy and Risha are basically doing like nothing.
任せ行くぞ
So maybe we just need to try it like this. Another difference from like yesterday. Also, like apparently, I felt like I had a really good strategy going, whereas like, because the boss will like automatically cancel your arts, but it uses up its turn. So I'd like would spam, Tio would just spam spells to get canceled or impeded, I guess, and then Lloyd and Randy would just keep pounding on the boss, and then Ellie would heal us. And I got down most of the way, but then it just did some super spell that just instantly kills you. And I had the guard zero field up too, and it just says nah. You just game over immediately. But maybe we give this loadout a try. We've made some changes. Although I put the super cast on Tio. And I don't know if that's gonna be counterintuitive based on our strategy for the final boss. We also put the mind thing, so Ellie's gonna do less damage, but she should be able to get more turns in. But that's only if she. Oh wait, we need to go rest up so we can have full. This doesn't boost our CP, right? Nope. Back to the Merkaba. Yeah. But then we spend most of the time healing. That might help us get through Maribel quicker. Yeah, we're gonna go to Merkaba, get our CP back up in the nap room, and then we're gonna give it the old college try. What are you up to today, though? What you got going on? Alright, CP back at 200. Let's go. Oh, I love bench press so much. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I have a job interview tomorrow afternoon, 12:45, my time, Central. Like, do I still go to the gym in the morning? I'm like, yes, I go to the gym in the morning. If not, I'm just gonna be so antsy. Oh, bench press is my favorite thing to do. Especially lately. Like on like Tuesdays, I'll go a little bit heavier, heavy for me right now is actually very heavy because I'm kind of weak. Compared to how I was last year when I was about 40 pounds heavier than I am right now. So like, I could do like 225 sets like that, and then I would go up to on Fridays. It's like 135 sets of 25. Also, we learned how to skip scenes, holding down B. Effectively skip scenes. My theory is like this guy, the lawyer, like him being the mastermind behind everything, basically. I really like that twist. But then this whole thing, moment where he's like, he realizes the error of his ways and she just murders him. I'm like, there's like no real payoff for that. All right, let's go. Argent Arc. Ha, you nerd, you missed me. Hit. Lucifin Wing. Smack her, Randy. Also, don't know if grinding's worth it, because after this fight, you basically get max experience. You get like 999. Murdered them all. Cast it again. You quit moving Roy out of the way. Nerd. We don't want to use our burst yet, because that's like basically the only way we're going to be able to get through the first phase, the final one. Sick. Alright, you can back up. Put our EP back up. Oh, resistant nerd. Put our EP back up.
開始。
任せてくれ。
These all should die.
はい。ドライブ開始。さてと。大変ですわね。
行くぜ。気合を入れろ。
大変です。さてと。
That worked out nice.
それ。さてと。さてと。それ。
任せてくれ。
Oh, come on.
行きます。私の番そこです。
行くぞ。さあ俺の番だな。
任せて。
サイン俺の番だ。
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。やあ。私の番ね。
すまない。
They killed Lloyd.
ほらありがとう。
大変ですわね。エニグマ駆動。なんとかしないと。
まずいな。はっ負けるか。
いや、なんとかしないと。それ。ミス ESO 多いから。いいそれ。
そこだ。負けるか。まだまだだ。
ピンチです。エルグマ駆動。やあ。ありがとう。
負けるか。
大変ですわね。
それ。
なんとかしないと。エニグマピンチです。エニグマ駆動。
そこだ。まだやれる。
やあ。なんとかしないと。それ。大変ですわね。なんとかしないと。
サイン
ピンチです。エルグマ駆動。
まだやれる。まずいな。
おいでなさい、香港の住人たちよ。皆さん、大丈夫ですか。それ。私の番です。
Having her is so much better.
それ。
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. We're supposed to do it to each other.
助かりました。
任せてくれ。行くぜ。
ガンジャン。おいで。私の番ね。いい子たちね。はい、大変ですわね。エニグマ駆動。
行くぞ。任せろ。
甘いですわ。
Tio's such a powerhouse. Just like the end of Zero, she's our ticket. What are the odds Randy dies? Oh no. How do we game over on this? This is going pretty freaking well. Alright, it's the first time we've actually game overed on this fight.
この勝負絶対に負けられない。よし。俺の番だな。
それ行きます。ドライブ開始。こんなのはどうかしら。へい。ああ。私の番ね。はい。ああ。こんなのはどうかしら。ああ。私の番です。それ。
行くぜ。
大変ですわね。大変ですわね。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だ。
やあ。さてと。ドライブ開始。へい。ああ。私の番ね。
任せてくれ。
I haven't used their freaking things yet.
それ。
行
くぜ。
やあ。はい。それ。
気合を入れろ。
シャミスさん、おいか。いい子だね。
任せてくれ。
さてと。行きます。エニグマくだ。
任せてくれ。
行きます。それ。
任せろ。
行きます。ドライブ開始。私の番ね。
行くぞ。
大変ですわね。それ。私の番です。それ。あら、結構。
俺の番だ。行くぜ。 黒ほら
助かりました。
じゃあおいいい子たちね。
はいエニグマ駆動。それあさてとそれ
行くぞ行くぜ
私の番ね。大変ですわね。
エニグマ駆動。
行くぞ任せろ
こんなのはどうかし
いや私の番です。
ら。え
よし
こんなのはどうかし任せて。シャミストおいで。ありがとう。
さてとそれ
俺の番だ
大変ですわね。
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
なんじゃおいで。いい子たちね。
よし
いや私の番です。それ
よっしゃほら
助かりました。助かりました。
ミスキー先生おいで。
さてとエニグマ駆動。
よし
大変ですわね。任せて。
いや私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
大変ですわね。
俺の番だな任せろほら
助かりました。それ私の番です。ドライブ開始。
大変ですわね。
任せてくれ
ダメダメ。
Ellie's turn.
おいでなさい。香港の住人と期待しよ
マジか
負けられ
Get
ない。
so many turns.
助かりました。
まだやれる
なんとかしないと。エニグマ駆動。
まだまだだ
大変ですわね。
エニグマ駆動はっありがとう
負けられない。
それなんとかしないと。それ
まだやれるそれ
おいでなさい。香港の住人たちよ。エニグマ駆動。
まずいな 行くぜ。ほら。
私の番です。それ。
よし。
エニグマ駆動。助かりました。
行くぜ。
はい。ドライブ開始。
おいでなさい香港の住人たちよ。
エニグマ
俺の番だ。気合を入れろ。
大変ですわ。
はい。ドライブ開始。
よっしゃ。任せろ。
大変です。
行きます。
俺の番だな。
シャミ先生、おいいい子たちね。さてと。
行くぜ。俺の番だ。
任せて。私の番です。それ。
大変ですわね。
よし。
言えません。
Alright, Mary Bell down.
悪くない。
Infinite experience. Oh, we got enough for Ellie. Got the level up too.
よし。掴んだぞ。
Is what? Aren't I gonna recover from KO once per battle? Attracts enemies' attention. Alright, on to Azure Demiurgos Part 1. Punch in the face. I don't remember what our strategy really was for this first part.
私の番です。
Wait, no, that's gonna kill Ellie. Crap. Got him.
ドライブ開始。
行くぞ。
や
And we have full burst too. Okay, come on, we can do this. Alright, first tried this phase. Now here's where it gets hard. Whew! Is this doing its full max? Holy heal HP. Okay. See, she's getting it off too fast every time. Ah, crap.
ドライブ開始。行きます。ドライブ開始。へい、助かりました。任せろ。私の番です。エニグマ駆動。へい、助かりました。任せてくれ。
Does that thing get a heal?
エニグマ駆動。行くぜ。はい。ドライブ開始。行くぞ。私の番です。ドライブ開始。へい。
I just realized how the background's changing colors. Oh shoot, can we get him? Oh, that's worth it. It's at 110,000. Anyway, we can do enough damage that quickly. I think so.
ドライブ開始。お返しよ。それ。はい。
Set now. 2,000.
ドライブ開始。
Going.
お返しよ。チャンスです。皆さん。
92. Come here, use that. Vanished Lloyd. What a dick.
センス
Do we get Lloyd back if we do this?
「私の番です」それ。
Alright. We're in burst, you dick. And he just freaking wipes us out. Oh my god. We see. It's closer than we got in any attempt yesterday. Start wailing on him. If we were more careful about his when he came up on the thing for healing, we probably got that one.
私の番です。エニグマクロ。助かりました。やはい。ドライブ開始。任せて。
Alright.
はい。 やはい。 はい。 ドライブ開始。任せて。 はい。 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 はい. 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 はい.
That 10 wasn't there before. Freaking cheater.
行くぜ。
やあ行きますドライブ開始お返しよ私の番ねやあ
気合を入れろ。
私の番ですドライブ開始
任せてくれ。それ。
エニグマ駆動私の番ね
俺の番だな。
やさてとドライブ開
よし。
始お返しよそれさてとエニグマ駆動ねへい助かりましたそれさてとエニグマ駆動
よし。任せろ。
私の番ねへい助かりました行きますエニグマ駆動
俺の番だ。
任せてやっ
俺の番だな。
私の番ですエニグマ駆動
任せてくれ。
ええへいさ私の番ですエニグマ駆動お返しよ
行くぜ。
行きますエニグマ駆動
俺の番だ。
任せて
So anytime we use our S-craft, he's gonna vanish.
お返しよはいドライブ開始お返しよさてとドライブ開始
行くぞ。
さてとエニグマクレイ
センス任せろ。
さ私の番ですドライブ開始へい助かりました
チャンスだ。よし。任せるぞ。
私の番ですエニグマ駆動
行くぜ。
エニグマ駆動エニグマ駆動へい
ありがとう。
やあさてとエニグマ駆動
行くぞ。
任せて
俺の番だな。
皆さん大丈夫ですかはい
Oh, what is he about to do to us?
ドライブ開始
よし。やっ
私の番ですそれさてと
まだまだだ。 だやれる。さてや
なんとかしないと。バースト発動
はいさ
なんとかしないと。それ
まだまだだ。まだやれる。さてや
負けられない。
Oh, it's not gonna be enough. You kill the boss for the blue orbs here. No, so in this first phase, he immediately summons these like little wiggling minion things. And if you kill him while those things are out, he just resets time and you have to start the fight over again. From wherever you are currently. Like your health is lower than that. And so you have to basically get to the point where he restarts the fight, but wait, if killed before it becomes his turns where he respawns more minions. And this one is progressively more and more and more. And I just realized he's about to nuke us. Crap. Oh, that's not two though. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure he's about to cast a spell that instantly kills us. No matter what. So I couldn't have like put Tio's like guard up. That doesn't work. And yeah, we lost. Damn it. Oh, we're so close. This game is so slow. So if you cast a spell, it's instantly game over. I think we lost because we didn't. Alright, well this. He's murdered everyone, so we're just gonna chalk the front as game over number 3. So we lost because Lloyd didn't quite have enough CP. Ellie didn't have quite enough EP. If she was able to cast an Argent Arc instead of her Doodad, just shooting him, we would probably would have won. I feel like we know our strategies work, so we just have to get there and make sure we play a bit tighter towards the end. We're getting a lot closer than we were yesterday. Oh my gosh. This thing always just need to be casting spells with the Then he wastes his turn just casting TSU. Because she has the time gem. No, because she has the other one. After she casts a time spell when she gets to go again. So our concern is her casting spells. Really. She gets to go hit. Plus it's a casting. This is like the most involved final boss ever.
私の番です。
Why did that one not die?
行くぞやっ気合を入れろ
And we're getting better buffs from our
ドライブ
support crew, which is been pretty big. Increasing turns and increasing strength is
私の番です。
cherry.
ドライブ開始。助かりました。
任せてくれやっ行くぜ
さてと。ユニグマクド。
Like yesterday and like Saturday night, this was taking so long. We're doing so much less damage. Tio like never actually getting to cast the spell. And or Arc, I guess.
よしやっ
Alright, just keep pumping Tio for VP.
助かりました。
俺の番だな
行きます。ユニグマクド。
行くぞ
We gotta get the burst gauge up.
さてと。ドライブ開始。
よっしゃ一気に
そこです。行きます。ユニグマクド。
任せてくれ
I think once his HP gets beyond a certain threshold, that's when he's about to do just straight murder us.
それ。はい。ドライブ開始。お返しよ。
よしよっしゃ
That hurts like
ほ
that.
ら
はい。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だな
Oh damn it! I didn't kill that. Whoops.
行きます。ドライブ開始。お返しよ。私の番です。ユニグマクド。
行くぜ任せてくれ
やあ。さてと。ドライブ開始。お返しよ。私の番です。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だやっよっしゃ
やあ。行きます。ユニグマクド。
No, why'd you heal Randy? Noel. Heal Tio. I wish I could pick when she comes up.
助かりました。
Uh-oh.
それ
はい。
That's why you always want him to be
ユニグマクド。
doing that instead. Not just straight murders us.
はい。ユニグマクド。助かりました。さてと。ドライブ開始。
任せろ
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
ありがとう
私の番です。ユニグマクド。
任せてくれやっ
助かりました。
So now we know he's charging. He's gonna absorb all those things in him. So we gotta be.
それ。はい。
We have 200s all around. We gotta go for it.
さてと
よし
We don't use their S-craft, so we're out of the thing, because they're just gonna be vanished. Is there any arts that might do a lot of damage? I'm just gonna keep punching them.
行くぜ
はいやえ
Ethan, do you think I should upload my VOD of all my failed attempts from yesterday? Because it's literally nothing. I just boot up, fight it like 1 or 2 times over the course of 2 hours, and then say, nah, I'm done. Everyone's gonna be missing whenever the thing actually dies.
俺の番だな
Did it! Did it! We only had to use our brain meat a little bit. Instead of trying to rush it, use our noggin, use some stratagem. We did it. Two hours of game overs. Oh, now can we beat Nayuta before Friday? And who knows if tomorrow's job interview goes well, how would that complicate things? Oh, what the hell? Kia! Is this her overwhelming sadness and despair? Hang on, Kia! If you can hear me, please answer me! Impossible. Is it happening again? Just like the Septarian of Mirage? You can't mean when it used its power to erase itself from existence. Ugh. Lloyd. Anime. Lloyd. What is the meaning of... The hell do you think you're doing? I'll be fine. Wait there. I'm going to reach her. Nothing is going to stop me from taking Kia back. We could actually probably play the first couple hours now after this. Would you be down, Ethan? Start today? World of Zero. Alright, so we'll finish this. I'll do a little bit of review at the end because I like doing that. We'll give it my grade. And then I'll probably end the stream and start a new one. And we'll start Nayuta. Where am I? Where did Kia and the others go? Wherever this is, it's not normal. I have no idea how dangerous it is here, so I should be careful. It's strange, despite how empty this place is. I don't feel anxious or afraid. Just where am I? No matter the circumstances, always remain focused and try to understand your surroundings. You've really grown into a fine detective, haven't you? Is this guy talk? Is he Cloud? It's like Cloud and Zack and Advent Children. What's to look for? Aren't you gonna say something, Lloyd? Guy would be. I want the Guy Banning's anime so bad. I have no idea. Like his story, is the backstory involving Guy Banning's like so intriguing and interesting. But I feel like my desire to have a Guy Banning's anime is irrational. Don't tell me you've forgotten your brother's face. Too shocked to even speak, maybe? Guy. Is that really you? Huh. Just Guy, eh? Too cool to shout out big brother or jump into my arms crying? We're the only ones here, so you don't gotta feel embarrassed. Now's your chance for some brotherly bonding with your hero, little buddy. Would you shut up? Why are you always like this? But it really is you. Only my older brother could say something like that with a straight face. So if I'm not dreaming right now, what's happening? From what I can tell, this place is inside that kiddo. The world of Zero, a place that contains each and every possibility that shapes the world. Or something like that. The world of Zero? So the fact that you're here is only possible because of this place. Seems like it. My best guess is that kiddo put me here by manipulating the past through space-time. And I bet she was planning on bringing me back from the dead for your and Cecile's sakes. Arios and Tio's too. Man, him and Arios, that's so cool. I loved all the deviousness. Actually, we'll get into that in the review. Bring you back from the dead? Well, not exactly. It's more like she had changed the world to one where I never died in the first place. So how about it, Lloyd? Would you be happy if your big brother came back? Or would I be too much of a pain in the ass? Huh. You've got to be kidding. Of course I'd be happy. Why wouldn't I be? But doing that would mean that everything that's happened since I died and all the effort that everyone's put in would all vanish. There's no denying that. So the special support section, huh? There could be a world out there where I'm part of the team too. Think of all the cases we'd solve and bad guys we'd bust. But that's not your world, is it? Yeah. I can't even begin to describe how happy that would make me. A place where we could laugh, smile, and be together again. And yet I know. You got a path you need to follow. I'm proud that you've come far enough to be able to walk it. What's with the head pats and trails? Everyone pats each other on the head. Is that a thing in Japan? Who would have thought that my spoiled little brother would grow up so much in just a few years? Knock it off. Since when has my big brother ever spoiled me? And Cecile doesn't count, you know. Huh, whatever you say. Speaking of Cecile, I think it's about time she moved on. Oh, I know. Why don't you try your luck? Oh, come. I don't know. No brother would say this to his brother. I'm saying. You know, she can be a ditz, but she can even pick up on it if you made a pass at her. Shut up, you idiot. Stop teasing Cecile. Someone as great as her is totally wasted on a jerk like you. Ha, you got me there. Jokes aside, it looks like you went out and found yourself a real catch. Ellie, right? She's sweet, pretty, and smart. She's way out of your league. And for the prim proper type, she's surprisingly open-minded and driven. Huh, she is something special. I wish I could have introduced Ellie to you. This is a nice. I like this moment. Randy and Tio too. Not like me and Tio don't go way back. She's been through a lot, but I'm glad she's doing all right for herself. I'll take him out. All right. Cheer loud. This is a cool moment. That Randy guy looks like a riot too. We'd probably get along. You got blessed with some good friends, little brother. Yeah, the best anyone could ever ask for. Aww. I think it's time for me to go, guy. I have something precious to find, and everyone's waiting for me. Will we ever meet again? Of course, little brother, whenever you die. I'm always watching over you. Whenever you need to cry or need your big brother to dote on you, just give me a ring. I will. But I won't always need to. I learned that no matter how painful it can be, there's no barrier I can't overcome. With my friends by my side, we can reach out and grasp the tomorrow that lies just beyond. That's why, no matter what, I'll be fine. You can rest easy while you watch over me. Ha, listen to you go. You've come a long way. I know you're going to reach her for sure. Go, rescue that princess from her tower and give her a big hug, okay? I will. Goodbye, guy. I want the Guy Banning's anime so bad. Give it to me, Falcom. Funimation. Come on. Also, Guy Banning's been a much better protagonist than Lloyd. He has a lot more personality. That's right. As long as you live, life will always throw a few barriers your way. But what's important is that you overcome them and discover the light that lies beyond. Give him hell, Lloyd Bannings. Guy Bannings is Zach Fair. That's why I like him so much. You've compared this to Final Fantasy VII? The world of Ain. What? Found you. did you... I followed your voice. Just like I always have. I can always hear you, Kia. If I just concentrate and listen closely. I've always been able to find you. Your heart's been calling out to me all along, Kia. Oh, but I don't deserve you feeling that way about me. Because I'm just a... That's not true, Kia. No matter how you were born. It is true! I'm not a real person. I don't have a real heart or soul. I don't have the right to be cared for, loved, or protected. But I... Is he getting a pat her on the head? Listen to me, Kia. It's been more than half a year since you came to live with us. Do you have any idea how much happiness you brought into our lives? It's the same amount of happiness you've felt, Kia. Maybe even more. Kia, you've had fun, haven't you? Of course, being with you, I couldn't be any happier. But you only felt that way because I tricked you, Lloyd. It was my powers that made you feel that way. I manipulated everyone into loving me. I took advantage of the people I cared about the most. If I didn't, then none of you would. Pats her on the head. Hey. This love I have, I don't know where it came from. None of us feel like we were manipulated. And even if it were true, I doubt any of us would mind. Love can be unconditional, like raising a baby or adopting a kitten. It's only natural to want to love and protect some things. So Kia, how is that any different than the power you're supposed to have? Besides, no power could possibly match up to the time we spent together. Cooking together, you crawling into my bed at night, and us in all bundled up. Reading books with Ellie and helping her hang the laundry to dry on the roof. Cleaning with Tio and buying the entire stock of limited edition Mishi merchandise. Learning to play poker with Randy and going grocery shopping on E3. Learning to play poker. Oh, it's Chief and Zeet. Washing the dishes with Chief and then napping the day away beside Zeet. Do you really, truly believe all that has been a lie? No, it wasn't a lie. Good, because it was certainly real for us. And as long as that's the truth, then no matter what the future holds, we're never going to falter. Do you get it, Kia? You don't have to shoulder everything by yourself. All of us are going to make it through this together, including you, Kia. Because that's what friends and family are for, aren't they? Lloyd. Lloyd! Sorry if that was loud. Apologize. Oh, she's back in cute little Kia form. Ah! Kia. Your tackle is in perfect form. Is she though? She has no base. She's sitting down. She is wrapping up though. Got a point there. She's wrapping up. I don't think Lloyd's ever watched football in his life. Come on, it's time to go back. The others are waiting for us. Hold on tight. We're going for a ride, alright? Uh-huh. They give me Wazy back at my parties. I can see his reaction over Noel or Doodles. Lloyd, Keto. You came back. Honestly, that recklessness of yours would have put even your brothers to shame. Phew. Sorry about the wait, everyone. Lloyd, thank goodness. Kia, are you alright? Looks like she's back to her regular self. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Yeah, everything's going to be alright. Hey, Kia, isn't there something you wanted to say? Yeah. I'm sorry for making you worry about me a bunch, for trying to do everything by myself. And thank you for coming to save me. Kia, you don't have to think us silly. Ha, we might still have to give you a spanking when we get home, though. Okay. Come on, cheer up. You don't have any reason to cry anymore, do you? I'm so happy. Honestly, talk about anticlimactic. Maribel. Belle, don't tell me you intend to continue this fight. What would be the point? Kia's septarian powers have vanished. And with them, the 1,000-year-old delusion of the Croy family. Really, what an utter shame. Belle? Even the cult nightmare, that's finally over too. I suppose so, but there are far worse calamities on Crossbell's horizon. Namely, the Erebonian Empire. It doesn't matter which side wins their civil war, it's only a matter of time before they invade. And once that happens, Calvert will have no choice but to respond in kind. It's true. We know. Fools, now that you've lost the Septarian, you have no way of stopping them. Surely you understand. We do. This is the path we chose, the path we're going to take with Kia by our sides. We'll get over those barriers together and grasp the light of tomorrow our way. So Crossbell. So Cold Steel 1 and 2 take place during this game, with the ending of Cold Steel 2 taking place after, I think, right? And we'll do it without regret. Exactly. I think we're about to get busier than we've ever been. Operation Birdcage. If we were talking about, if we're about taking the easy way out, we never would have made it this far. And we'll overcome whatever they throw at us together, standing strong and proud. Our department is no stranger to being challenged. Ha! You're all too much. Then I wish you luck. You're going to need it. Belle. Maribel, stop! Oh, about Ian. I only put him in a state of suspended animation. He'll live if you treat him properly. Oh, that's anticlimactic. Why didn't she just murder him? You should also know that without the Septarian's power, it's only a matter of time before the tree collapses. You should have a few hours. You had better evacuate by then. For real? Why are you... My time here is done. I was planning on leaving Crossbell regardless of the project's outcome. I had a job offer come my way recently. I'll be filling a vacant spot and serving as Ouroboros as Grandmaster as an Anguis. What? An Anguis? Isn't that one of the Society's highest ranks? Belle, how could you? Oh, Ellie, don't make that face. With the continent as unstable as it is, it's only a matter of time before we cross paths again. Until then, I'll be keeping an eye on you from afar, to see just how hard you fight and struggle. Belle. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you spared my father the death penalty. After all, I'm sure you could find some use for him while trying to rebuild Crossbow. I wish they made her just like pure evil. Until we meet again, everyone. But she shouldn't care about her dad. She should have killed Ian. You were selfish to the very end, Belle. Trails from Zero track title. What? Huh. I like things like that. She was telling the truth. His wounds aren't fatal. Alright, everyone. Help carry Mr. Grumman back to the Merkaba. Arios and Wald will also need to be retrieved and cared for. We'd better hurry. Don't forget, she said we only have a few hours until the tree collapses. We should contact the Merkaba and ask for the crew's help too. I was thinking, though, Maribel is very much herself until the end, wasn't she? I know what you mean. Life's too short to hold a grudge against someone like her. Maybe she's a little more human than she lets on. If I had to describe Belle, she's never lied to herself about who or what she is. For better or worse, she's the kind of person that will do whatever it takes to get what she wants once her mind is made up. Even if it means severing herself from the rest of the world. That kind of conviction is rare. Not everyone is as strong as Belle. True. That's why we need our friends and family by our side. To tackle our barriers and grasp the light amidst the uncertainty of the future. Yeah, and it may be a while before we get sunny days again. But I get the feeling we'll find a way to get by somehow. We always do. Agreed. Look at how much our small team here was able to accomplish. If all crossbow united as one, we can do anything. Hard to disagree with that. Me too. I'm gonna do my best, just like you guys. We'll protect our precious home, and we'll do it together. Kia. We do always have limitless strength when you're by our side. Ah, that's the spirit. More head pats. That's right, we're all in this together. Special support section, let's move out. First, we fetch Arios and Wald, then we can fly the Macabre outside the tree. It's time to go home, back to our crossbell. FMV? Credits? In Japanese? They didn't translate the credits? Oh well. Oh, there's the Merkaba flying out! It's like the Millennium Falcon exiting the Death Star. I timed that perfectly.
こうして俺たちは無事クロスベル市へ戻った。
Like the hand-drawn aesthetic.
リーター大統領、いや市長は改めて逮捕されることとなり、しばしの間マクダエル議長がクロスベル市長を兼任することになった。そして別れ。ワジたちは後遺症の残ったバルドとアルテリア報告へと帰って行き、他の来訪者もそれぞれの道のためクロスベルに長い別れを告げた。
Goodest boy.
片やうごめく者たちがいた。見食らうヘビは彼らの計画を遂行するため、さらなる力を得て大陸全土への干渉を始め、内戦が続いていたエレボニア帝国では鉄血宰相が貴族勢力を駆逐し、
Spoiler for
収めた。
Cold Steel 2, I guess.
そしてクロスベルは帝国の占領下2年に及ぶ苦難の季節を迎える。
That's why I struggle to really. Cold Steel 1 and 2, after playing all the games, they're my bottom two games. So I guess we'll get into like a little review portion. I'm gonna get it out of the way. This game is gonna get an A+ from me. Highly recommended. I've been thinking a lot about it and Zero. I still think this one, like, throughout the game, it had a higher level, because I feel like the main thing you talk about in Trails games is obviously their story, and obviously this had a lot of big moments, way more than Zero. Zero began, other than like the end of the game, there's nothing really super duper going on. So this has that going for it. So there's simply talking about like narrative, like giving you like plenty of like twists to really sink your teeth into the world building. Oh, what's going on? We're missing dope stuff in the pictures. It's like Randy's helping like the CGF and doodles and stuff. So story, I'll give this one a name. Characters, I'll give it another A. I still think Lloyd's a little bit too generic anime protagonist for me. He's not going to be like a top 10 Trails character for me personally. But he serves his purpose. He's good. And he has really good relationships with other people. Is this currently the Ilya just... No, because she's still hurt in like CS4. So that can't be true. Oh, it's them leaving. I hope we see Wald. I hope Wald comes back. We might get that in Hajimari, so I don't... If that is something that happens, don't tell me. But Wald, like, being a squire for Wazy, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I'd like that. Goodest boy! The bell and crossbell. Now we're Final Fantasy. Oh, he's running back to the city. Crossbell staked. The whole crew. Is that Shizuku? Who's that behind Kia? There's Arios up there. Risha. Rebecca. Why is she in Cecile? Jonah. Abbas. Wald. Wald's getup is cool. He looks dope as a member of the church. Another round of applause. Great game. Even though I got a little tilted towards front. Also, good job, Geofront. That translation was amazing. I don't know if it turns out true. I mean, obviously, it's probably going to be true to the original script, but this is one they're going to be using for the official release probably next year. Oh, we have our mouse. All right. So we got Kia, Lloyd, Ellie. I'm assuming that's Shizuku. But her hair looks completely different. Randy, Goodest Boy, Tio, Jonah, Wazy, Wald, Abbas, Muriel, Risha, Soli, Ilya, Arios, Michelle, Noelle, Rebecca, Chief. Why is Chief way back there? Chief should be like right here. Oh, Fran too. Cecile, Grache, Doodles. Yeah, so all right, yeah. In characters, Lloyd's fine. He's like a B+ character to me. He's not gonna blow your socks off. He's a bit generic in a lot of ways, but in terms of his place and how much he helps the narrative, he works. Ellie's kind of similar to me, although I feel like she has a little bit more character, more personality. Randy has loads of personality. He's a A character for me. Kia's really good too. She's an A. Shizuku's an A. She contributed a lot. Tio, I feel like they actually did her better in CS4 in terms of her being kind of like, because of like her past and like how she is now, she's a little bit disconnected. She's like the nerdy girl in high school cranked up to 1,000. And I feel like they lost a lot. Like she should have been more so socially awkward than Lloyd, but she seemed to fit in way more with the others. So I think where they could have made her this really unique thing, she kind of blended in a little bit. So she's still like in the B range for me. This little bastard, he's fine. Wazy's badass. He's like another A for me. He has so much personality, like Randy. There's Randy's Bay. She's not really worth talking about. Even though Randy talks about her, and he talks about in CS4, right? When everything's about to go down, he's like, "Remember me, Muriel," or something like that. Noelle's fine. Fran's fine. Risha. She has her fans for obvious reasons. And she has one of the more interesting backstories. I hope we get more of her and Kuro based on like where she's from. And she's in Crossbell, but the legacy of Yin and all that. Sully and Ilya, yeah. Arios. All right, so I saw a thing saying Arios is a bad villain because he's not a villain. You have the moment like in the struggle between Calvert and Erebona, it resulted in his wife dying and his daughter getting blinded. And then Mr. Grimwood, who lost his family, and that's another thing we'll get to, comes to him and is like, "We have this plan that we can keep this from ever happening again." I'm like, if his character motivation is completely rational, you'd see like, all right, that guy in that situation would do that. And then it's not like he went completely overboard either, because he didn't want to kill Guy. Guy ended up being killed by Mr. Grimwood. And in that It's like that kind of like character internal struggle. That's intriguing. Young Sephiroth's dope. He's another A character. This guy was cool too. I like it. He's not in the game enough to be like, oh, that's an A character. Wald's cool too, but he's like kind of one note. But he has potential to be really badass in the future. Doodles is fine. Chief Sergei is badass. I just wish we got more out of Chief Sergei. That would have been legit. Grace had her role. I feel like in terms of overall characters, I'll still give it like an A minus. It's not on the level of like Sky for me. I still think like the Sky cast, Estelle, Joshua, Olivier, Shara, Zin, Tita, and then like all the other sundry characters, Agate, and all them. Estelle's like an A plus character. Joshua's my favorite, but he's more like an A. Estelle just feels so human. And I actually heard that Xseed actually took a lot of liberties with the way that Estelle's was written when they did the translation for Sky. And so, kudos to them. We never found the last quartz fragment, though. We'll have to look that up later. So we touched story, characters, gameplay loop, obviously. It's an A plus for me. It's my favorite turn-based gameplay loop. The character progression, A plus. I thought early on, I was like, oh, the whole Master Course thing was going to bug me, but it didn't. We didn't discover the auto res one until during the last hour or so. So, character progression, gameplay loop, both A plus for me. But the last chapter, 0, is still my favorite chapter. The escape from the CGF thing, running throughout Crossspell, holding the line at the IBC, all that was just so badass. And then you just go straight to the final dungeon, which was relatively short, especially compared to this one. Although this one you have to fight all the bosses. So the high moment in 0, so I still think I put this one over 0, I guess, in the end. It just has so much more relevant things going on throughout the entirety of the game. So I think my now if I'm tier ranking all the Trails games, I think Sky SC is still my favorite. That game, I was just so... I want to replay it again, but on the other hand, I also kind of don't. Because my memories of her are so fond. But yeah, I freaking love Sky SC. Then I'll probably go this one, then 0. And then the third. Sky the third, and then Sky FC. But I really like Sky FC. And then I go Cold Steel in reverse order. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know how you could play if you played them all in release order, you play these games and then you play CS1 and 2, and you're just like, why did I do this? Like, obviously that you'll get to know the characters in those games. And so there's that going on. But still, like, narratively, it's like, if you played these and then that's like, so I already know how this is ending up. And that's how I kind of felt before I played these games. And I watched those videos, but I had no strong, like, I knew the whole, like, Maribel and Dieter twists, Gunter twists. I forgot about the Ian Grimwood one, though. I was glad that was really badass. I was happy I forgot about that. Him being the holy beast of the land, I remember that. Him actually being a Dominion, I remember that. But these games are they were so fun to play, and just like all the little moments in between, they're really worth playing, even if you were able to just like watch a video just to catch yourself up on what happened in here in the Crossbow Saga narratively. The games are still very much worth playing. Yeah, imagine playing this and then playing Cold Steel 1 and 2, and then it's like, all right, Cold Steel 3 is coming out. Now we actually get some new stuff. I find that interesting. That's an interesting call I made on Falcom. Yeah, final grade for this one's going to be an A+. It was loads of fun. What a journey. I'm so happy that we got to play Zero and Azure. And if you're watching this, pick them up when they come out. If you don't have the wherewithal to like get the game, and then also the geoframe patches are now off their website. Then Glass are the Cold Steel games. Yeah, it's like everyone has their unique journey. It's really gonna be really personal to them. And like some people said, like they're really glad they started with Cold Steel because it really got them invested and they need it. We're here. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Tell me why you're glad. I'm really interested. I am super interested. I feel like if you played Star with Steel and you played 1 and 2 Steel, then I think that makes these games even better from that perspective. So I can get that. I get that a lot because you get to see what happened in Erebonia. That'd be fun if you played Steel first and then these games, and you had no idea what happened in these games. And that moment in CS2, and you're like, "What's that giant blue tree over there? Why is our Eastern Fortress just gone?" It's a very interesting choice that they made to make this game make CS1 and 2 take place during this game. And having the ending resolutions essentially be the same with the Erebonia and occupation of a crossbow. But if you don't mind, I want to hear. I love hearing every like I'm glad I started with Sky, then went through. I wish I played these before Still. I'm so glad I played Still. I hate what they did with the court system. I liked it more when you had to like have the certain balance of like the little Sepith whatever you could see, and then your spell loadout being based on that, as opposed to just having spells tied to specific courts, and then your master courts having specific spells as you get more as it levels up. I like the character customization in the Sky and this one more. And just for me personally, I thought there was too many characters in Steel. But I still think they're really good games. Like CS1 is my lowest Trails game, but I still think it's like a B. And that's just based totally on my relative preferences. If someone told me it's an A+, I'm like, heck yeah, I can entirely see that. Also, I don't like the school. Like that, I couldn't get into Persona. Everyone says Persona 5 is a great game, and I played for about 20 hours and I just lost interest. But that's like not like me thinking everyone else is wrong. It's like there's some choices in the game that just weren't for me. But man, this is a great game. All right, all right, I'm gonna do this for the thumbnail. All right, that'll be the thumbnail for this one. I thought it would be me doing this, but then I'm like, I can't make every thumbnail just me fist pumping. But on to Nayuta. So we'll start that tonight. We'll play probably only play for a couple hours. I don't got anything particular going on, but I like Persona, but it's a lot of reading. That's the thing about these games are a lot of reading. I heard, like, I was listening to the Resident Art guys talk about Final Fantasy Tactics, my personal favorite game of all time. And they were talking about like the game script, and they're like, it's a lot lighter than they thought. And he made the comparison that's like, there's like a lot of modern games like Trails and Tales. And I don't know if he mentioned Persona, but I said there's just so much dialogue and stuff that it can be a little bit not overwhelming, but overbearing sometimes. And I get that. I totally understand that. And that's not a thing I actually thought about in Tactics before, but Tactics is... Ethan, if you haven't played Tactics, you need to play Tactics. Tactics is amazing. It's my favorite game of all time. But yeah. So, we're going to take a quick break. Probably just like I'll probably go use the restroom, get a snack, come back right immediately. And we'll jump into Nayuta Boundless Trails English patch. We're gonna be playing it emulated. Hopefully it's a good English patch. I found one I saw on like Reddit that people in there were like, yes, this is the best one yet, or whatever. Because apparently there's loads of English patches and some of them just aren't very good. So hopefully the one we got is good. And we'll be theory crafting about how Nayuta actually does tie into Trails. So I'm super jazzed about that. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, go to twitch.tv/IamTheMic and give me a follow. And be appreciated. You get to hang out, experience this live, have the thrill of beating these video games. These super awesome JRPGs. And if you do all that, I'd very much appreciate it. But all right, Ethan, I'll see you in a little bit. It's a little bit of chat. Like I said, like five-ish minutes. But yes, if you have watched this, are watching this, or will watch this, God bless you. From 0 to Azure. No hard feeling? Extra mode has been unlocked. You can access extra mode from the title screen.